back from that short commercial break. It is still your show, Her Moments, and I'm still your host, Usher Kulusum. Yes, and it's still your guest, the lion-hearted lady, Susan Muwonge. She's road user-friendly, but she does not joke. However, it's fun to her. But anyway, as a lady, what are we learning from her? Because there are very many ladies and girls out there who look at this as fun, who would want to push a little, take a step to be in this car lorry driving and maybe go for these competitions. But there are very many hindrances that are facing. But Susan Muwonge is this woman who is like a super lady, like we say, but she's still standing on her toes to support her, you know, her being a woman, and still scoop those hours. Quite a number of hours in this place, very many, and I can't imagine if these were in my room, it would be the most interesting bit of my life. Welcome back from that short break, and we're still talking about your challenges. But before we go for the challenges, I think let's first look at a female with a car today. Literally, if you are a female, because there are very many females out there who buy cars for luxury, but there are some of the things they need to know or should be on the fingertips if they sit in that car.
Maybe some of them do not buy them for luxury, but convenience of lifetime. We have so many single mothers who would love to drive their children to school and then back, then go do business and all that. However, as a lady, can you change a tire? And how many minutes? Because when we are rallying, I remember my co-driver is Edmond Chaine, and the driver is a female. So I can't leave each and everything to him, just in case we get any mechanical problem, just in case we get a flat tire. Remember, we are chasing something, we are up to a certain target. So in case of tire change, what do we do? He has to come out, I have to come out, I have to change the tire together with him. How many ladies can do it out there? They are there, but consider the period, the time you are going to spend changing that tire.
I imagine you're already...
Yeah, because we divide ourselves. Please get the jack. As he gets the jack, I have to rotate and do what? I have to operate this, bring the tire. Within 2 or 3 minutes, you are done and back on the road. But to the ladies out there, can you do it? Just in case you're traveling, you are with your family and these kids are young, can you come out and do it? Or you have to take a phone and call somebody to come and help out. Those are the basics we have to learn as we are driving. Just in case the battery is down, what are you supposed to do? Can you have those tools? Do you have the tools in your car? Maybe a jumper to be rescued off the road. If that is not the case, what other mechanical problem can come on board? Maybe it's raining and you feel that the wipers are not working. Can you come out and fix them? I can do all that. Anything to do with any mechanical problem, I can. If it comes to the lights, I know where to go and maybe try out. I cannot be perfect, but at least I can try to feel it and see whether I can
From a businesswoman to an engineer.
Maybe I can put back the lights as I'm driving. So there is a lot that we need to, apart from driving on the street, apart from considering that car as a luxury, but there are some basics that you need to know that can bail you out in case of any problem.
Wow, now if we are talking about because literally you're talking about a normal car. Now I imagine it is your car. What what really gets in your mind, like what is always on your mind in case this happens, in case that happens? Because I think you've rolled like as many times as 2, 3, 4, but there are these things like, if it happens, what do I do? Do I quit? Do I cry? Do I...
I don't believe in quitting unless otherwise. We've had such scenarios when we are driving together with Edmond, but at least he will encourage me and I will encourage him. Let us try this. I remember the day when Ya's coach died in an event. We lost an engine seized. But we kept trying, bring water, try this, try to ignite the engine and do what, until we couldn't anymore. But at least we tried before losing hope. Then, if a car breaks, at least I know Edmond can do something. I can bring the tools, he can go down there, let us try to fix and see if we can get back to the route. In case of rolling, that is where the whole scenario comes in. I rolled in 2007, close to the flying finish, and it's funny, I rolled in the presence of my husband because we were getting to the flying finish. But before the car would settle, I was telling him, you know, the moment it gets back to its tires, we have to drive. But unfortunately, it couldn't. Then the second time I rolled, we were in a circuit in Jomai Estate somewhere, I don't remember. But we had no screen. I told him, you know, I'm going to put on specs and we shall need to drive. At least in the evening when we go back in the service park, we shall fix that, the screen. So we had to do that. From that day, like people were saying, this woman is brave. I've seen also Leila actually drive without a screen. But she had to put on those specs and then continue. So whatever happens, unless it has totally failed, but I don't easily give up.
Susan, this is not only for the females, but it's also for the males, because there are very many males out there who salute you and they be like, this lady, So ideally, any person out there would want to know how comfortable you are, how comfortable those cars are, because literally people are enjoying, but they don't want to try it, because I think there are few people who engage themselves in that activity because of the fear, because of maybe like, no, what if this happens, maybe what.
And well, the comfort might not be that much, but at least the safety. Safety moves hand in hand with comfort. Once there is safety, then the car is comfortable. Why do I marry the two? Because minus fire extinguisher, you get to know that that car is not comfortable for you. Because in case of an outbreak of fire, then you'll be in position to put out that fire. In case of communication, because remember they are loud when you are moving. So once you are not coordinating well with your navigator, there is no comfort. Once you do not have a fireproof on you, you get to know in case of danger, you are not comfortable at all. If these bucket seats and the belts are not comfortable, then you get to know that you are not safe in any case. But all I can say is that the car is safe because of the roll kit, because of the fire extinguishers, because of the intercom that we use, because of the fireproof wear that we normally have. Then the helmet, in case of any accident and you roll, you get to know that your head is safe. So the car really is comfortable for us who sit in it, because it's fun at the end of the day.
We're just getting to what exactly you wanted to clear the air. I wanted you to clear the air to the viewers. Is this for fun or for finances?
It's for fun. It's not like football where Uganda Cranes will play and then they go to the president and then move out with money, or where some club will buy Susan and then play for them, drive for them, and then you are paid at the end of the day. No. It's only the passion we have for that sport. It's dangerous, but we love it.
Yes, that also, when you talked about the finances, like it's not like the football or the maybe volleyball,
cricket,
because I have not seen, apart from the associations, because I'm not so certain of how many they are, but I have not seen maybe the country involve much into this, because it is the spirit of the people. If you are to be critical enough, I'm so sure you don't watch when you're driving, but it's a very big chain, like a big number of people in chains following the routes in which you people drive.
Actually, as far as spectators are concerned, I think we have the biggest number.
Sure. Yeah.
Maybe football can come next, but can come second, but at least with rallying, we have the biggest number of spectators. People love it. We have clubs because every driver belongs to a different club. So if you're a driver to a club and maybe you are 3 or more than 3, that is already a contribution to that club, because then the number of spectators that will come to watch Susan, to watch Irene, to watch who will be under that club. We are under FMU, Federation of Motorsport, but at least what the government has tried to do for us is to waive some taxes off the spares, some of the materials that we use, the tools that we use. That is the contribution, the best contribution.
Do those materials differ from the normal car materials?
Of course, yes. Remember, I'm driving a Pro Drive car, so to get a kind of tool like a turbo, I will not get it. I will not purchase it in Uganda. At least I will have to purchase this from either England or South Africa or where. So the moment you bring it here, it is already, as long as you have the documents from FMU, you will avoid the taxes because you have a backup.
Ideally, if I'm to look at the finances in this sport, how are the finances friendly, or sometimes you sit back and you're like, Castalia fan?
They are not friendly. The finances are not friendly. Because right now I've just purchased tires, tires from South Africa, but it is quite expensive. Yet you would go to Pirelli, maybe in where in Australia, wherever yes, and buy, but you cannot. You'll have to get them from outside Uganda. So that
now
is a lot of money.
I can imagine the viewers out there would also want to know how these events are organized, because like you said, you have the biggest number of spectators and people pay lots of money. Actually, people travel from places just to go for, maybe in Busika, maybe to go to Mbarara because of that. Now I'm looking at an event. Ideally, how do the different clubs benefit from the event?
They do benefit. Unfortunately, I've not been an organizer before, but because I belong to a particular club, clubs are allocated different events. Whatever event that comes on board belongs to a club. If that club is to prepare, maybe when they prepare a sprint before the rally the next day, that is when they benefit, because at the gate you have to pay.
So at the end of the day, this money is divided.
I don't know what happens there, but what I know is
but
that
at the end of the day, they will give you your amount.
No, there is no amount that comes from the club to the driver.
How do you get finances from your club? Because I'm not going to stand these things of fun, like every time, this is for fun.
We drive for the clubs, but maybe some preparations like celebrations that are normally prepared, end of year parties, then you come and rejoice together.
I'm getting confused.
Of course, when the club prepares, there is a lot that they spend that money on. But there is no particular envelope that comes along to the driver. Like
even a salary?
Salary for what?
Okay.
We don't pay for salaries at the end of the month. No. All events.
So you will just wait for maybe...
What we get at the end of the event are trophies. Period.
And that's enough.
Yeah, you keep it for your children, your visitors, to say that at least this is what I have.
So your income, the expenditure, the match
you have to struggle a lot to ensure that you get sponsors. Minus sponsors, you cannot survive.
So how are these sponsors beneficial to the club and to the driver?
You give them mileage Yeah, wherever you go, just in case my car had a sponsor, I had a sponsor, then that person would appear on the car. So that mileage where you go Mbara, Mbale, Ginger, that is already mileage that you're giving to your sponsor.
So
you attract more people to come on board. Maybe if it is a Shell that is sponsoring now, Omal, Sevuguzi, and Bleak. At least we are all interested in going to petrol stations under Shell, such that we support our drivers.
So at the end of the day, Susan benefits from their sponsors, not from the event.
No, we do not benefit from the
Wow,
event.
this game is real fun.
Yeah.
So whoever was there, and they thought that is
that we are earning. No, we are earning. We are not earning a coin from this event.
And are you comfortable with that?
Yeah, I'm comfortable because I love the sport.
Okay, now you love the sport. Now I imagine someone else there.
No, whoever wants to join the sport and in the name of earning, no, it's not there. It's not there. Just come and enjoy. Come and make it for your fans.
I already see challenge number 1.
Yeah.
In that
yeah, lack of sponsors. Then challenge number 2, lack of training grounds. Challenge number 3, as far as Susan is concerned, is that gender-based violence.
Sure.
How can I do it? You know, when I had just joined the sport, especially in 2011, there was this talk. How can a lady come and take the championship? That can't happen. Why? But we drive street cars, remember. Then, what is so different that I can't do behind the wheels when I'm in these fast cars? So, people had to connive in order to despise and let me down. And you know, ladies, the moment they bring any word to you, then those are tears. But I did away with all that. I had to show them that you people, I'm here to take it all.
I remember that now. There was much of disbelief that it wouldn't happen, and others were like, maybe she's a woman.
That probably they are cheating for her. Who will cheat for you? No way. At the end of the day, go on the scoreboard and look at her points and see how she has been faring in the routes.
So this being a female show, let us twist a little bit and go to gender. The way women are portrayed in society is different. We are usually welcomed as second, to an extent that Susan, you are seen like, they'll be like, okay, this fearless lady, okay, now this, because of the things you do that they would think a woman is not supposed to do. What is your take on us being, welcomed as second?
Well, it depends on one's perception. Maybe in different offices, it has happened in different offices, but I think gone are the days. Right now, when you go into any office, the moment you bump into any office, you'll find a lady as a proprietor, as a director, as a manager. That trend has also changed. And when we try to handle something, we do it better than these gents. Then the perception that the gents have towards maybe different work that we do is that we spend a lot. We are luxurious, we are whatever, but that trend has also changed because of the survival for fitness that we have of late. Single mothers, we have to take care of the children, we have to feed, we have dependents. That trend has also changed. Somebody will look good, but not luxurious.
Sure.
What else in that line? I think when we handle something, we handle it better than gents. When a gent is buying a car, they will ask, was it driven by a lady or a gentleman? When they say it is a lady, then that person will buy wholeheartedly because they know how we handle it, how we handle cars, how we handle things. So I think we are doing better in the society.
So how do you feel when you're in a race when you're the only female in the race?
Fortunate.
Sometimes some people out there may be like, I don't know,
No, I have to consider lady co-drivers. We have lady navigators. So at least I have that backup. I'm
So
not alone.
Yeah, you have a lady navigator.
No, there are other crews who drive with ladies. Yeah. And like 6 or 5.
So you also now I really feel like you believe in the saying behind every successful man there is always a woman because when I can't imagine when you have a male navigator and it's the female driving, then everything is okay. So we're believing in the world of equality.
Yeah, but I think Edmond has believed in me because ever since I joined, I've never changed any co-driver.
Wow.
I've been with him for all these years. So he has trusted me, he has believed in me, and I've believed in him. That is why we are succeeding.
So I imagine you being a celebrated woman out there. At the beginning you told me, so far you've you've used focus. Now where are the 3? Like, do you keep them or you scrap them all?
I've never kept any. You know, a winning car is a winning car. Everybody will struggle to buy that winning car.
Oh.
So the first car was bought by a fellow driver in Ginger.
Wow.
Then the second car was bought by my mechanic because he was also racing.
Any last words to the spectators? Because to me personally, sometimes I feel
well, to the spectators, to my fans especially, I'd like to applaud you for being good fans of Super Lady. We promise to give you the best this season. My question goes to those who normally stay in the roads. Please, safety first. You know, when we are driving, we are safe, but
any last words to the spectators? Because to me personally, sometimes I feel
well, to the spectators, to my fans especially, I'd like to applaud you for being good fans of Super Lady. We promise to give you the best this season. My question goes to those who normally stay in the roads. Please, safety first. You know, when we are driving, we are safe, but running into you is very easy because these cars do not settle on the ground. So safety always first. Do not drink while you're coming to watch rally cars. We love you so much, and thanks for supporting Super Lady Rally Team.
Wow. This woman who has competed, she is this lady who has been in any unconventional fields that a few females would take on. Maybe this, she says it's sport and it's in blood because even her kids are also sports people. It's in blood, even her handsome husband, if I may say that, is also into sport, and he's one of the people who have pushed her. Then that is an urge for us, the females, the ladies out there, that yes, behind every successful man there's always been a woman, and for us to better ourselves, yes, let us use the opportunity of our kids, our friends, our maybe husbands out there, because they will look at it, and the people who will push us through and help us. Yes, like Susan has said, believe in God, know your dream, follow the passion, be brave, do not give up, and everything else will follow. Susan Muwonge has been the guest of the day, and I've been your host, Usher Kulusum. Please do not forget that if you've just joined us, you can still go on our social media platforms, that is at Rico TV Uganda on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and on my personal Facebook, Instagram, Twitter is at Asha Mahliz. You can give me just a thumbs up or a like, then subscribe to my channel and be having most of the shows that you could have missed. We love you. Bye bye.